agent. If you are seeing this video, it means that you have been chosen for a top priority and highly classified mission. Before we get into the logistics of your mission, I would personally like to extend some gratitude for both your commitment and for your service. The Foundation sends its regards. Your mission: breach Site 181. Before we get into the mission itself, it is imperative that we discuss what Site 181 actually is, so that you truly know what you're up against. Site 181 is believed to be a sub-reality, a sort of domain that lies outside of our own. It can be entered through two doors, both that can be found in Niagara Falls High School, under the door name 181, hence its name. The site itself was created by a primordial entity, a deity of sorts, that we have named Mr. Moranto. It is believed that this Mr. Moranto is both the creator of the reality itself and the creatures that reside in it. Creatures that you can find residing within this reality are as follows: students, interns, and Mr. Strangio. Students appear to be the working class of this society, creating and producing films for their leaders. Motivations unknown. Interns appear to be stronger, unpredictable, and bolder students that have more expertise in making films and are much more liked by their leader, Mr. Strangio. Motivations unknown. Mr. Strangio is the current deity of this realm, believed to be the successor of Mr. Moranto. Motivations unknown. Class highly dangerous. Both entrances in the high school are open to anybody, but it appears that those who enter the entrance and are not a part of the ecosystem are instantly terminated and spit out. And that is where you come in, Agent. Your mission will include disguising yourself as a student, breaching Site 181, collecting data including, but not limited to, documents, films, cameras, and other types of objects that you can find in the vicinity, and escaping without being detected. Now that we've discussed how the operation will be carried out, here are some general rules that you must follow. Rule number 1. Never, under any circumstance, should you ever sit in Mr. Strangio's chair. Towards the side of the room, depending on which way you enter, you will find a chair that has been clearly marked, "Do not sit in my chair." When you see this chair, it is imperative that you do not sit in it. Students, under normal conditions, will never sit in this chair, meaning that when you do, Mr. Strangio will see right through your disguise. And it is believed that Mr. Strangio does not simply terminate those who sit in this chair. Currently, the fate of those who sit in this chair are unknown, but those who do never make it back out of Site 181. Rule number 2. Do not enter the control room. When you enter Site 181, there will be a darkened sub-room of sorts that you will find near Strangio's desk. This room is the environment of the interns. Under normal circumstances, students do not enter this room, meaning that when you do, the interns will know that you are not a student, and the interns are especially cruel with their punishment. It is actively believed that they will eat, dismember, and throw out the remains of anybody that enters that room that is not one of them. Rule number 3. Do not leave camera equipment or take camera equipment until the end of your mission. If you leave camera equipment out towards the end of the mission and never pick it back up, the students, interns, and Mr. Strangio will know that you are not a student. They will find you and they will terminate you. This is why it is imperative to take out camera equipment before the mission ends. Finally, rule number 4. Under no circumstance should you ever interact with Mr. Strangio. Unlike the students and the interns, Mr. Strangio is far more advanced in finding abnormalities with his students. If you interact with him and he senses the slightest twitch, the slightest eye stare, the slightest abnormality in anything that you do, he will know you are not a student, and you will be terminated. After you have collected all of your data, you must exit Site-181 and report back to the facility. When you report back, there will be your paycheck and a warm hand for you to shake. We thank you for your service, Agent, and may the Foundation be on your side. Wait a second. This camera is still on?